Hi, you guys. This is Mother of Twins coming back with another video. Another live. Happy Monday. I hope you guys having a great day. I decided to go live because I think it was yesterday. I don't know. What day it was. I think about 2 days ago or a day ago. I've been seeing all over. I've been seeing a little bit all over YouTube, and I seen somebody talk about it on Facebook as well, about Kirk Franklin, the gospel singer. Um, I I like Kirk Franklin. I like his music and everything, but my opinion about the whole situation, I don't think he was wrong at all. But what do y'all think? I don't think he was wrong because it says you have to honor your father and your mother, that your days may be long on the land that what God giveth us. So we gotta respect our parents, even if you feel like you got a problem with them and everything. But I don't. It was just, I ain't gonna lie, it was shocking to me, but at the same time, he had to do what he had to do, he had to let him know that I'm your dad, and you gonna respect me. And I feel like that he wasn't in the wrong of doing, of saying that, the cursing that he did and everything, although he is a preacher and he does music and gospel music and everything. And like I said, I like his music. I've been liking his music ever since I was a little girl. I always listen, and I still listen to his music. But you have to do what you have to do. Ain't nobody perfect. Nobody perfect in this world. God didn't design us to be perfect. We ain't nobody perfect. He probably not the only one either. So, but I was just my opinion is that I feel like that he wasn't wrong. He was not in the wrong or doing none whatsoever. And honestly, I seen an apology that he apologized the way that he was acting, But I feel like he didn't even have to do no apology because that's your son. Your son supposed to, like I said, honor. Hey, this is Latanya Levette. Thank you. Oh, thank you for coming in. Yeah. Oh, okay. Thank you so much. But yes, I want to get on here for a minute. I'm not going to be on here that long, probably 30 minutes the most. But I just wanted to it was just on my mind to come and I want to see what everybody opinions about. Do everybody know him, the artist, Kirk Franklin? He has great music. It's like R&B. It's not like R&B, it's gospel, but it's like all the young people, like in my generation, we love his music. We used to be in church singing his music and everything, and he uplifted folks and everything. I'm in the car headed to the store. I'm listening. Oh, okay. But he was not in the wrong with doing that, because he had the discipline. And I feel honestly that his son is about my age. He's about close to my age. His son is 30. And you were that old and you disrespecting your dad, he helped you along the way. I don't know anything about his kids or anything. I just always like to watch, listen to Kirk Franklin. He's a gospel artist, and I'm not one of the cast stones. I feel he needed to do what he needed to do to be done. His son disrespectful. Yes, that was very disrespectful. And he needed to do what he had to do. Kirk Franklin had to put his foot down. He had to stomp. You know that song by him, Stomp? He had to stomp. And that's what he had to do. And I feel like he probably did feel kind of bad because his son had his son was recording him and he didn't even know or something. And then I heard somebody saying that he had TD Jakes on the phone or something. I don't know. But I mean, if you need to go to counseling, you need to go to counseling. Don't let the whole world know. We didn't need to know this, because I know a lot of pastors. I know a lot of pastors that's not perfect. I know a lot of people that's, that live for God and trying to, spread the word, through, from God to us, administering and everything. I honestly know a lot of people that's not perfect. A lot of preachers out here that's not perfect, and we can't judge nobody. We can't judge one another, because God, he already knows. He created us. But I mean, as I said, that scripture, I don't know where scripture it come from, but you have to honor, and I ain't gonna lie, I've been disrespectful sometimes, of the lady that raised me sometimes, but at the same time, I always, God always punish you for that. You gotta honor your mom, because she helped you get along the way. She helping you. Without her, she helping you have food on your table. I mean, food to eat, clothes to have on your back, and everything, and things that we desire to have. If everyone of us believe was caught in a bad moment, people would definitely be looking crazy, right? you know. So I feel like Kirk Franklin wasn't doing bad, even though it was a shock to me, but at the same time, he wasn't in wrong, I would not honestly I wouldn't even want my son to do that. We gotta train up our child, and I'm pretty sure Kirk Franklin, trained his kid, I mean, but at the same time, sometimes a preacher's kid is the worstest one. I'm just gonna say that, they the worstest one, and you can't really control them. He supposed to be going to counseling. He need to go to counseling and everything. Ain't nothing wrong with going to counseling, ain't nothing wrong with it. But if he needs to go there, he needs to go there, because that was like out of line. He did what he did. Kirk Franklin had to put his foot down, stomp. He had to. Your days are sure to be cut short for not honoring your parents, right? We as the people need to understand that, and it's a lot of us raising our kids to be. We have to let them have an example, like really, like we have to set an example for our kids, and I feel like it was nothing wrong, for him. But he did. Kirk Franklin cussed his butt out, though. Kirk Franklin had to do that. Just to, I mean, he had to do it, but he didn't have to. I feel like he didn't have to record him, though. He didn't have to do that to let us know how he is and everything, trying to mess up his reputation, of his industry, of what he do and everything. I'm still gonna listen to his music. He didn't do nothing wrong. Kirk Franklin got a little. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. He got a little hood in him, you know what I mean? But at the same time, he probably grew up in the hood, But at the same time, he had to do what he had to do, I always thought he was like an R&B gospel to me, you know what I mean? But he set an example, Yeah, Stomp. I like that song with him on there. He had to put his foot down. Sure. And I don't blame him none whatsoever. But make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button. Thumbs up the live, please. I'm not gonna be on here that long. But I just feel like man, I love Kirk Franklin though, I followed him on Instagram and everything. He went live and everything, and he was talking about how his music, like he really not getting paid for his music and stuff. Like basically, like his stuff is on the radio and stuff, but he really not getting paid that like he needed to. But like I said, he had to do what he had to do, and if he had to do it again, he just had to do it again. But I mean, I understand that he had to apologize, but what apologize for what? You don't need no apologize. You don't have to apologize to your son. If he felt some type of way, then he needed that, because you don't disrespect your parents. I mean, I didn't grow up. Growing up as a child, I knew my dad. On and off. I knew my dad, my biological dad, but I mean, I didn't have my dad in my life, so you know what I mean. And it hurt me to my heart, to be like, your dad there for you, your dad making sure you got everything, and you probably still living in the household with them. I don't know their life or anything. Yeah, and who knows what Kirk has had done to him for to him. It's three sides to every story. His him, Kirk, and the truth. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Hey, Jamae, Pakira, thank you for coming in. I don't know if I'm saying your name right. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button, please. No, for real, Kirk, I'm never listening to a song of him again. Oh, really? That's how you feel? Well, I'm still listening to his music, you know what I mean? Because, I mean, he had to do what he had to do. I mean, if he felt some type of way, maybe like just like with Latanya said that, he probably going through stuff too. You never know what people go through in their childhood, and I mean, he probably didn't know that it was going to be for the whole world to know. He probably didn't know that because his son recorded him. But you don't know. But that was just something private, though. I felt like they could have at least kept it private. If it was something going on in the family, at least kept it private. But his son just wanted to. Basically, his son just wanted us to know how his dad really is. But that don't got nothing to do with me. The simple fact is you disrespected your dad. And you gonna need your dad. And if something happened to your dad, then how you gonna feel. And that's how I feel about it. You don't disrespect I don't care. He's a grown man. Like I said, he's 30 years old. He's close to me, close to my age, and he should know, like, you grown. Like, why would you do your dad like that? Like that's I just didn't understand that. It was so shocking to me. It was so shocking. Like, wow. Like I said, I grew up singing his music and everything. I like his music. And I still listen to it. I listen to it all the time. I listen to my gospel music and I listen to Kirk Franklin. Sure, and he didn't do nothing wrong. I feel like that. I feel like he didn't do nothing wrong. So that's my opinion. And I feel like his son should apologize to his dad, basically. But if you feel some type of way, you just go to counseling. Just there for you. Oh, you like Melody from Heaven? I love that song as well. And Imagine Me. I really like all his music. But like I said, he had to stomp y'all. Y'all go listen to that song right there. I'm headed into the store. Great conversation. I shared you on my community tab. Oh, thank you so much. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button. Thank you so much. I've been looking for you. Oh, I've been looking for you. One of my favorites. Oh, okay. Yes, I like that one too. But yes. But I mean, ain't nothing wrong. I feel like it was nothing wrong with that. Like, absolutely not wrong at all. You gotta do that. You have to have tough love. Sometimes it have to be tough love, especially if your child or something. You have to put that tough love in there just for a cuss word. I mean, wow. He ain't do nothing wrong. He just had to show that tough love. And your son should not be disrespecting. So, hey. But I honestly wouldn't want my son to do that, you know? Like, really. Mm-mm. No, sir. That was unacceptable and not disrespectful. That's what I'm saying. You can't be disrespectful to your parent, especially the ones that's been there for you. And I haven't had my dad. My dad done been in my life on and off. And when you got somebody that's there for you, that's gonna be there for you, and you being disrespectful, yes, he said that. He said that he was being disrespectful. So, mm-mm. But yes, you guys, I ain't been on here that long. I just wanted to just show my face, say happy Monday, and talk about that what happened the other I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday. I don't know if it was Friday or Saturday, which one, I don't know, or Sunday. I just seen it yesterday on the video that he did do an apology as well. Um that he did not mean, like he was just apologizing, like he didn't mean to go be like that, you know. But you gotta do what you gotta do. So mm, if you ask me what side I was on, I'm gonna be on Kirk Franklin's side because you know you raised your son, and your son, for your son to be 30 years old, grown, a grown man, disrespecting him, that's not right. Oh no. No, no, no. And he did not do nothing wrong. No. But yes, thank you guys for coming in. But I'm gonna be on here about 10 more minutes. But he snapped on his son though. He did that. He had to let him know how to do it. I'm your father. And he hung up in his face. Kirk Franklin hung up in his son's face after he told him he had a stump on him. Ain't nothing wrong with that. No, no, no. His son should be happy that he said his dad did that. And nobody else do it. Because his dad did it. Yes. Honor your father and your mother, that your days may be long upon this land. And that's the first scripture that came to my mind when that happened, when I seen it. Well, we got to be careful out here. These sons need to respect their dad, even if you do feel some type of way. If you feel some type of way, yes, you do need to go to your counselor and talk it out with your counselor. You don't put it on social media like that, because you wanted everybody to know. You wanted everybody to know. He was dead wrong. Don't care how many of our parents did it. We need to stop normalizing verbal abuse. Oh, you think Kirk Franklin was wrong? Well, that's your opinion. I don't believe he was wrong though. I really wouldn't, because you need to respect him. Like really, you need to respect your parents. Anybody do, because your days not gonna be that long. Anything. It's not. I'm not trying to say like, oh, you're gonna leave this world like instantly. You don't wonder. You're gonna be wondering why is this happening in your life. People that disrespect their parent, they're gonna be wondering like, I wish I didn't do this. Why is this happening to me? They're gonna be questioning themselves. But God got it written down. It's written down. It's documented that we can't be disrespectful. We don't be disrespectful to our parents or anybody that's raising us. Respect your elders too. That's the simplest way I can tell it to y'all. But that's your opinion, and I'm glad that's how you feel. Then, but he probably was going through a lot anyway. Like we don't know everything. We don't know what they're going through, and you really don't know what goes on behind closed doors as well. So we have to be mindful of that. When people go through stuff, preachers is the just because you're a preacher, don't mean you're gonna be the only one going to heaven. You know what I mean? You're not the only one. They is not perfect. He is human. He's human just like us. He's human. And he did that. Yes, that's why you think he did an apology. Why you think he apologized? But I feel like he didn't need to apologize because that's your son. Why did you apologize to your son? Or he probably was apologizing to us because we've seen it, but I feel like he didn't need no apologizing, and the people need to stop being how can I say, we don't know, we didn't know about their life. We don't know, like like I said, all I know is about his music and everything. That he's an artist. He has came down here before and spoke and everything. I mean, he that's what he do, but it did shock me though. And then as I realized when I woke up this morning, I'm like, he wasn't in the wrong. And people made it seem like, oh, he's a bad guy now. No, he's not no bad guy, because we all do stuff wrong. And nobody perfect. And that's my opinion, that, ain't nobody perfect. So why go around him, like, you know, like, make it seem like he's like bad and everything, that wasn't the case, but he was one of my favorite gospel artists as well, because I grew up in the church and stuff, and we used to go listen to his music and stuff. So I mean, I couldn't. It was shocking to me, but they just wanted to go viral, They just doing it. But he was kind of like a R&B person anyway, like hip hop, But like I keep saying, that he had to put his foot down, y'all. He had to stop. He had to stomp on his son. He had to. Sure, he go through stuff. He's human. He go through stuff just like everybody else do. Behind closed doors. He don't talk about it, but he gonna speak on it. He may not speak on it though. He probably do it. He probably do it through music. You know what I mean? That's what he probably do it through. So who am I to judge him? If he was wrong, if God say that he's wrong, he's wrong. God punish people individually. He may not punish us when we need it right then and there, but he gonna punish. He gonna come in and destroy. He gonna bring a tornado into our life. Shoot, I done seen it so many times. From the fact of the video, what did his son do wrong? Well, I don't know what his son did wrong, because it wasn't no long video. Like his son was recording him while they was on the phone. So basically, they probably was going through stuff all that day, and he had his son. They was on the phone, and his son had recorded it. That's all I seen. It was like a small clip. The video that I seen yesterday, it was a small clip about. I really couldn't see it because Kirk Franklin talked fast, so. But he was cussing away. He was cursing his son out, and I looked at it. I looked at the apology. Then I lay down. When I lay down, and then meditate and everything. I feel like, he wasn't wrong, and I'd be seeing on social media how son was cussing him too. Black everything. How son was cussing him too. What do you mean? He was saying that he wasn't cussing. He was saying he was just repeating everything that his dad had to say. He was repeating what he said. He said he wasn't cussing. But he said that he was trying to get him in counseling and everything, that they have a counselor, whatever goes on in their family or something, they have a counselor. His son repeated what Kirk Franklin said. Yeah, that's what he did. He was trying to let people know how his dad is, but you can't do that though. You can't do that, because at the end of the day, that's your dad. You disrespected him. Whatever you did, that's between y'all and God, But at the same time, you don't do that, because you shortening your days. And he's a grown man. If you 30 years old, you a grown man. And you should never know this to be disrespecting. And Kirk Franklin said that he was disrespecting him on the phone. He said, I'm your dad. He said, I don't know if he said, I'm your father, I'm your dad. And you don't disrespect me like that, He said, skinny was so-and-so. And he called him a B-A, all that, the B word and everything, skinny. You know what I mean? But at the same time, he had to let that out. he had to let him know who was the dad, who was. I mean, like really, I've been here in your life all your life, and he probably still is in his life, helping him if he need anything. Who did he go to? Mom and dad. You know, and that's what people need to just come down and to realize if it weren't for mom and dad, you know, I wouldn't be here. And that's what some people need to understand. You know, he was in the wrong. I don't care what nobody says. He was disrespecting. He was just disrespecting his dad, and he didn't need to do that because you don't never disrespect your dad. I don't even. You don't disrespect your mom, and I have to discipline my kids as well. You know, but I mean at the same time, I mean I wouldn't want my kids to to say, oh, she this and that. No, I wouldn't do. I wouldn't get to the point like that. You know. But they should all. I mean, I'm training them up to be respectful, you know, and I hope they would be respectful to their dad, you know. He was wrong for broadcasting family business. Right. Black everything, yes. He needed not to do that. He recorded them. And somebody said that what you call it was on the phone call too. They was already on the phone talking. And I think TD Jakes was on there. Somebody said TD Jakes on there. You can't quote me. You know, I could be wrong. But I heard that it was somebody else on the phone call. So his son decided to record him. So, the little footage that I got, that I seen, and he came with an apology. And that's what I'm talking about. I mean, you shouldn't have to apologize for nothing. But he probably just apologized for us, for everybody that was watching, you know, that he didn't mean to be that way, you know. But if you have to be that way, you have to be that way. Just let him know. Tough love. But we ain't nobody perfect. But I'm finna be on off of here. I don't want this video to be that long. I don't want this live to be that long. But just comment, you know, if people who haven't got any lives, it's coming down below of how you feel about it and everything. I would like for anybody to just put their opinion now, you know, because I mean, like I said, I've been watching them ever since I was a little girl and everything. And I can't believe it though, but I mean it's nothing wrong though, you know. But I love you guys. I'm not gonna get on off of here, and I hope you guys have the rest of the day. Peace and love. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell to be notified every time I go live, every time I upload a video. Peace.